The bullet had waited patiently. It was fired on a bright afternoon, swallowed whole by bark and silence, and left to sleep inside a growing heart. When Daniel and Elise first bought the house, they planted her favorite tree in the center of the yard, a young jacaranda with fragile purple blossoms. They pressed soil down together, laughing like children playing house. A year later, they carved their names into its trunk, a crooked love heart wrapping them together forever. But forever began to rot. Daniel changed slowly, longer hours. A phone always turned face down. Elise noticed the way he smiled at messages he would never explain. The woman was younger, lighter, a reflection of Elise from 10 years before. Daniel denied everything with a softness that almost felt sincere. Elise knew better. Jealousy became a living thing crawling beneath her skin. One evening, while Daniel mowed the lawn in neat, obedient lines, she stood behind the hedge at the edge of the garden, hidden, trembling, a silencer screwed onto cold metal. Her pulse roared louder than the engine. She aimed at the back of his head, pulled the trigger. A soft, sickening thud. Daniel continued mowing, unaware that death had brushed past him. The bullet had veered, burying itself deep inside the tree they planted together. Sap sealed it in. The trunk swallowed the secret. Elise said nothing. The marriage collapsed slowly after that. Silence filled rooms. Resentment poisoned air. Eventually, she left her home, her husband, and the jacaranda with their names still carved into it. Daniel wasted no time. The younger woman moved in. The house felt lighter to him, cleaner, free. But she hated the tree.
It reminds me of her.
She said one evening.
Cut it down.
The next morning, Daniel rolled the chainsaw across the lawn. The jacaranda had grown tall and strong over the years, its roots deep, its trunk thick guarding what it held. The chainsaw roared to life. He pressed blade to bark. Metal screamed against metal. In a violent spark of friction, the spinning chain struck the lodged bullet. Compressed force exploded outward. The bullet tore free at impossible speed, ricocheting from steel with lethal precision. Daniel never saw it. The shot echoed once across the yard. The chainsaw fell silent beside him. As he collapsed onto the grass, the carved love heart stared down from the trunk, weathered but intact. Elise and Daniel forever. The tree remained standing, and inside its rings, hidden in wood that would never be cut again, was the final truth. The bullet had simply chosen its moment. Years later.
Right on time.
Rings in the trunk, they planted love in the garden soil. But roots remember what people try to bury. Newlyweds, new address, keys in the ignition. Fresh paint, fresh face, permanent position. Jacaranda planted, hands in the dirt. Called the heart in the box, swore I never heard. But the clock ticked different, phone flipped face down. Late night meetings in another side of town. Younger reflection of the woman he wed. Ghost of her 20s whispering in his head. Elise saw the cracks in the frame of the bow. Perfume on his collar, he couldn't explain how. Gaslight mama with a practiced tone. Billing two futures from the same cell phone. Jealousy jittered in a nervous system. Truth in her chest, but she never could pin him. Love turned venom, pressure went ballistic. Silence the battle, moment went cryptic. One shot fired in the summer breeze. Missed the man buried deep in the tree. Years go by, but the past don't flee. Rings in the trunk, keep the memory. What you planned in the dark will rise and see. Time pulls the trigger eventually. Oh, humming while she hid in the hedges. Hands trembling hard on the edge of the edges. Scope steady breath, every finger compressed. Soft little cough from the silence distress. Third in the bark, sap sealed the lie. Kept mowing lines underneath the sky. She said nothing, marriage decayed. Every dinner tasted like a masquerade. Like Jane in a cardboard box. Left the house, left the carved up rocks. Left the tree with their names engraved. Love and cursive that time never saved. New girl moving,
Lipstick grid,
didn't like the trees again.
rid of it.
Chainsaw scream in the morning sun. Melody spinning, damn it's done. Bladed brass in the hardwood chamber. Friction flash turned on in danger. Bullet ricochet, physics precise. Starred out fate came back with the prize. One sharp echo across the lawn. Silence fell, the man was gone. Heart in the box still carved the same. Root tell memory, ring tell blame. Whoa, one shot fire in the summer breeze. Missed its mark, but it never leaves. Years hold on like autumn leaves. Time reloads what you deceive. What you bury in wood, all but cheese believe. Comes back cutting like spinning teeth. He drops it, papers, plans to depart. Sell the house, tear out the heart. But the tree stood tall where the secret lay. The bullet just waited for the ride.